All right, ladies and gentlemen, modeling fiercely. All right, looking so good. All right. Thank you so much for watching me perform tonight. Going to do some modeling shows, all right? Lots of modeling here for tonight. That's what I'm going to focus on, and lots of dancing too, all right? So I'm going to dance my way to the top. All right, looking fantastic. I could literally stand here with a garbage bag over me and look very good. But I have a nice dress on, and that's even better, right? Right. I'm very beautiful. I'm lucky. I know. Thank you very much for watching. Now, I see some of my fans. Some of them are like, "Oh my goodness, you're gorgeous." So I'm sure they're like, "Okay, you look good, but have you seen me?" And yes, I've seen some of my fans that look fantastic. So yes, I'm not the only one. All right. But I do like to be one of the top people in the world. All right, I really like to make sure I entertain, and of course, those people are my friends, so I'm not going to be like, well, you can't be beautiful. No, of course not. No, I'm glad that they're beautiful because they help my channel grow. A lot of beautiful people like my channel, and everyone that has inner beauty and looks. I think everyone looks good, right? Everyone has that solid look. I really think it's important that you recognize that maybe you're not aesthetically beautiful, but you offer a lot to the world, right? You are very good to everyone. Lots of people are very nice, very kind. Some people are very kind. You know, sometimes you might not have a good day and they may not be beautiful, but they're so kind. You're just like, wow, you got really great heart. I really enjoy that. So sometimes you really need that heart from someone that's really supportive and kind. All right, and of course, beauty can change. Some people can be beautiful one day and may not be beautiful the next, and some people might be not beautiful one day and maybe the most stunning person you've ever seen, even in their 60s. There was one girl that I saw on Oprah years and years ago. She was very unattractive. I was like, oh my God. And then you see her when she's 60, and she actually looked better than Tyra Banks. Like, she was really pretty. So you never know when beauty strikes. And remember, inner beauty counts too, all right? And don't let anybody treat you badly if you're not aesthetically pleasing. You should not let anybody treat you badly. There's nobody to be treated badly, right? If somebody treats you badly, I'm sure you might be like, well, even though Marco and Mileena say this, you know, obviously that's not right. So you should be treated fairly, you should be treated well, regardless of who you are, what you do, all right? As long as you're practicing a good life, you have a good life and you got a good heart, you should be really important to everyone. Some people really go through a hard time. It's really hard to be I mean, for me, I'm very lucky. I get people praising me all the time, and not necessarily. Some people do criticize, but I know when they criticize, that doesn't mean anything to me because I know I'm actually very good. But some people, you know, may not feel very good. So kudos to them. We really want to thank them um, because we really want them to feel strong, right? And you can always work towards getting better, right? Maybe you're not the most aesthetically pleasing, but maybe you have a business idea, maybe you have goals, and maybe you think you can be aesthetically pleasing if you just change something about your habits or about your life, and maybe you will, right? So who knows? But I mean, it's important that if you aren't aesthetically pleasing, that you recognize your beauty in many other ways. Now, I'm non-judgmental. I don't judge. So for me, I don't go around criticizing people. It's not my thing. I don't like it. I don't feel comfortable criticizing people. I don't usually like to be rude ever. I really don't. Sometimes I might be upset or whatever, but I mean, for the most part, I really don't like to be rude. So I mean, it's important that if you are someone that judges people, remember that you could change. Maybe you're lucky now, but maybe you're not going to be that way forever, right? So it's important that you say, "Smarten up. I have to smarten up. I'm not. I obviously could be way worse than I am. So, you know, don't take things for granted, right? Like, let's say you are very beautiful. You know, you can be very beautiful, enjoy a very fun life without criticizing others, right? Like, no racism should be allowed, no homophobia, no anything, right? Like, you have to treat people well. You can't be like, and you don't have to go out of your way. Just make sure you're not rude, you know? Don't be rude. You can do all your own thing. You can find the people you want to date that are gorgeous too. You could You can do whatever you like. Just don't be rude to someone because they're struggling, right? Some people really struggle with it. So it's important that you recognize, hey, wait a minute, this could happen to me or whatever. And I'm totally supportive of all my fans. So some people are judgmental, and if they are, I can't control that. I'm not trying to say change. If you are judgmental, I'm not trying to be, someone that tells you otherwise. But if you are someone that is being judged, try not to worry about it. Just focus on people that care about you and people that love you. It's important that you recognize that there are people that really care. And the funny thing is, the better looking a person is, in my opinion, the nicer they are. Like, I'm such a nice person. I'm very nice. So it's crazy. Like, the people that I heard that are good, nice celebrities are people like Britney Spears, Channing Tatum, and they're by far the best looking ones, in my opinion. People have different views. So then somebody might like Ron Jeremy, and that might be good for them. And Ron Jeremy has his success. He's famous. He's known for his looks in some senses. He's obviously people do like him. So people might find that beautiful, right? And it doesn't matter who you are, you may find something beautiful that maybe others might not. And to you it's beautiful, but maybe to someone, so beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's subjective, right? Not everybody's going to feel the same way about what beauty actually is. So it's important to recognize that maybe you think, no way, that's not beautiful. But maybe to someone else that is beautiful in your eyes might think, yeah, that is beautiful. So it's important to recognize that your opinion is only one opinion. It's funny because some things that maybe you might not find beautiful, other people that you find beautiful might like, right? So you might be like, that person doesn't look very good or whatever. But someone else might be like, and they're people that you like, and they don't find you beautiful, and you're beautiful, but they don't find you beautiful, and they find that person beautiful, right? So remember, and I'm sure these things are all lessons that we all know, but some people really don't know them, right? Like and people can change, right? Like just because someone's not beautiful one day doesn't mean they're not going to be beautiful the next, all right? So that's just a bit of a rant on there. So you can't really treat anybody badly. I know sometimes it's fun to be kind of making fun of people, but and especially now in the coronavirus time, I think now we're kind of getting the sense that we have to stick together and be working together for a cause. I think it's important that people are like, okay, I think enough is enough for judging. I think enough is enough for making people feel bad. I think we have to really stick together to make sure that we make a world a better place. I think now judgment is secondary to our lives because we don't have time. We have to make sure we're happy. We have to make sure we're successful. I think it's important that we're like, okay, we might have been judgmental before. Maybe we had a hard time with this before, but now it's time to say, let's get rid of those judgments, and let's be in a world where peace belongs and where people work together. Now, the coronavirus is crazy serious now, so so there's lockdowns everywhere, different things like that. So I think judgment is kind of like out the window. So yeah, so remember, if you are judgmental or whatever, there's no place for that on earth. It's really important that you don't criticize, and that you can do whatever you need to do, just don't criticize, right? Anyway, thank you all for watching. All right, bye.